Alright, we're going to review adding and subtracting word problems. Number 2, Frida's game piece is on a square 24 of a game board. She draws a card that says move back 4 spaces. Then she draws a card that says move back 2 spaces. On which square is Frida's game piece now? So she's starting at 24, plus her first card says move back 4 spaces, that's -4, plus her next move says move back 2 spaces, that's -2. We add from left to right if our signs are the same, add and keep. Different, we subtract. 24 plus -4, the signs are different, so we subtract. 24 minus 4 is 20. Bring everything else down. Now I have 20 plus -2. My signs are different, so I subtract. 20 minus 2 is 18. Her square is 18. The temperature outside is 0 degrees. If the temperature drops 14 overnight, what is the overnight low temperature? So it starts at 0. Then it drops 14, which is negative. My signs are different, so I subtract. 14 minus 0 is 14. Keep the sign of the bigger number. It is -14 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure you include your units. The temperature outside is -16. Then it rises 20 degrees. What is the current outdoor temperature? Different signs subtract. 20 minus 16 is 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 5, an ant crawls 14 centimeters down into an ant hole. It then crawls 6 centimeters up to the queen's nest. Write and solve an addition sentence that gives the location of the ant. So if it goes down 14, that's -14. Then it goes up 6, that's +6. I have different signs, so I subtract. 14 minus 6 is 8. The bigger number is negative, so that is -8 centimeters. Number 6, animals for animals. Monarch butterflies travel an average of about 15 feet off ground. One butterfly flies to a height of 22 feet. Tell how much higher it flies than the average. So, most butterflies are at about 15. And this butterfly is at 22. So to tell how much higher he flies, that is going to be 7 feet higher. Pacific salmon swimming up the Columbia River travels 2 feet underwater. Suppose one salmon darts 3 feet up and out of the water. How far out of the water did he jump? So they're 2 feet under, that's -2, plus he jumps 3 feet. Different signs subtract. 3 minus 2 is 1. He jumped 1 foot above the water. Plankton, which is microscopic animals, float on top of a pond at night to feed. They drop to the bottom of the pond during the day. Express their daytime location as a negative number if the top of the pond is at sea level and the pond is 0 feet deep. So that is 0 at night plus -4 during the day. They are at -4 feet during the day. For exercises 1 and 2, use the table to show the elevations of several places on Earth. Find the difference in elevation between the top of Mount McKinley and the top of Mount Everest. So Mount Everest is 29,035. Difference means subtract. Mount McKinley is 20,320. And we subtract. 5 minus 0 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. We have to regroup. 10 minus 3 is 7. 8 minus 0 is 8. 8,715 feet. Find the difference in elevation between Death Valley and the Dead Sea. So that's negative 1,348 minus negative 282. Anytime we're subtracting, we have to use additive inverse. Keep your first number. Change subtraction to addition. Take the opposite of the second number. Now my signs are different, so I subtract. 1,348 minus 282. 8 minus 2 is 6. 14 minus 8 is 6. 2 minus 2 is 0. Bring down your 1. The bigger number is negative, so that is negative 1,066 feet. And the difference between those two 6. Number 3, the highest recorded temperature on Earth was recorded in Africa, 136 degrees Fahrenheit, while the lowest was negative 129 in Antarctica. What is the range of the temperatures recorded? So that is 136 is the highest minus the lowest, negative 129. Keep your first number, change subtraction to addition, take the opposite of the second number. So I'm adding 136 and 129. 6 plus 9 is 15. 3 plus 3 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. That is 265 degrees difference. Number 4, if the overnight temperature at the Arctic Circle was negative 14, but the temperature rose to 8 during the day, what was the difference between these temperatures, high and low? 8 minus negative 14. Again, we have to do keep change opposite, and that is 22 degrees Fahrenheit. The boiling point of water is 212, while negative 460 is its absolute lowest temperature. Find the difference between these two temperatures. 212 minus negative 460. We have to add the opposite. Zero plus 2 is 2. 6 plus 1 is 7. 4 plus 2 is 6. That is 672 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 6, during the course of one day, the price of stock fluctuated between a high of $3 above the previous day's closing price and a low of $2 below the previous day's closing price. What is the difference between the high and low? So that is $3 above minus $2 below. Keep change opposite, use additive inverse. That is a $5 difference.